Hello and welcome to Infinite Phoenix Gaming. Today we are checking out Dark and Darker. It's not a new game. It has been out for a while. They have gone through a ton of hurdles to get released. They are finally out on Steam, which is super exciting. And they are free to play today, where they were $30 initially. You can still pay the $30 and you get extra benefits. I bought the game. So we're going to check it all out from beginning to end. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. And let's get this going. Okay, so here we are at the table. This is the intro where it all starts up. One more. Here. There we go. There we go. Oh, I got blankets piled up next to me. So why isn't the game on now? 1 second. Add game. There we go. And move it down below the camera and we are good to go. So we are in. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. This is Dark and Darker. We have several characters. This is a rogue you're looking at. I've leveled him up a little bit, but I want to do a new character. So we're running through it from the very beginning. We're going to go ahead and pick one. We can go A or B. They are all the same classes. We have 9 total classes we can pick. And as a paid account, you get 9 total accounts. So you can play all the characters, which is really exciting. I have a bard. I guess I want a druid. We're going to give it a shot. I don't have a druid yet. No, I do have a druid. I have a druid. I have to think. Ranger is what we're doing. Okay, and you have to give it a name. It has to be a unique name for the player. So we're just going to do Quick Phoenix. And there we go. We have a new player. We're going to enter the lobby. That'll start the sounds back up. It won't be all just me. So here it is. We got our level 1 Ranger, Quick Phoenix. He's ready to go. If we go in here, you got your inventory. Reminds me of Diablo a little bit. It has basically everything you'd want. However, oh, and you notice all these exclamation points. There's a lot of quests, and you have to go and turn them on when you have a new character. That's very important. If you run through a mission, let me pick one. The goblin, for example. So we run through, and if you don't accept this, but you happen to kill a bunch of goblin archers, they don't count for the quest unless you came in here and hit the start button. So we're going to do that really quick. And normally you would sit and read them. So this one's looking for a cobalt ore. I've never gotten any ore yet. Just haven't done it. That's okay. This one here is looking for a ruby silver ore. I don't want to sit and look at all of them. 2 bowstrings and an old cloth, but we're going to sit and look at all of them. Altar of Sacrifice. We'll never hit that while we're playing solo, so if you want to get in and play on this, let me know. Survive in the dungeon. 6 survivals will beat this mission. Let's see here. An elite grade frost skeletons. Okay, we can do that. Let's see what the surgeon wants. He says bring me 5 bandages. We can do that. He says explore the 4 rooms location and survive. So we're halfway through the quest. I apologize that it's kind of a lot of info, but just know you want to go and turn them all on. That's the important thing. Too long, didn't read. Turn on all the quests. Just zip through it like this as quick as you can. You don't need to read any of it. There is a lot of them. They do not have the accept all button. That would be a quality of life update that we've yet to receive, so that's okay. We're marking them all. I've only got 1 left. Here we go. And then here is the second big tip for Dark and Darker that I've learned. If you go into the Squire and you go into base gear, you can change what you're set up with. So as you can see here, I have empty slots, and I can turn on a potion. I can turn on another potion. I can bring some bandages. And that gives me a much fuller assortment of all the stuff that you want to bring in. Okay, I got to catch up with the chat. We got Hey Mimi. We got Like the Music. Thank you, Alex. We got Hilda. Welcome in, Hilda. We'll throw out some waves. And let's go ahead and see where else we're going with this. So I've equipped a few extra things. I don't have shoes on. I have a choice of adventurer boots or heavy boots. 1 dex or 1 strength. I'm going to take the strength. And then I'm going to set the gear and equip it. So now I'll have all this extra stuff. Oh, I don't have my short sword. That's really interesting. It gave me a short sword, and I don't have an option of a short sword. So these are both primary weapons. They're one-handed, so it has to go in this slot. If I had a shield or a one-handed item that would go in the second slot, like a crystal ball for a wizard, we could stick that there. So I'm going to set and equip again so that I have a sword. I've not used the arming sword, but it looks more powerful than the rapier. The rapier is good. It's a stabby, so you can get through some of the walls and stuff and hit enemies. So we've talked about the game a little bit. This is me. I'm going to run a solo, and we're going to see how it goes. First time I've ever played a ranger, so I am pretty excited about it. One last thing, as you start your new character, you want to go to class, and you want to select your skills. There are a ton of skills that I haven't read any of them, so I don't know what any do. Our first one, detect recent enemy footsteps and can hear enemy sounds from further away. That's amazing. He has projectile flight speed is greatly increased, an 8% physical damage. That's something you turn on occasionally. These up here are always on. And as you level, you get more always on abilities from these perks here. Now I could change it out. Gain 15% headshot power. We could turn that on instead of chase if we wanted. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Let's see what's the other. Field ration. Forage food and recover 25 health. No way. That is the E button and this is the Q button, and we'll use WASD to move around. So that all sounds excellent. I think we're ready for our first adventure. If we go to the stash, we're empty on this way. We can talk about it a little bit. So I really enjoy Dark and Darker. It is an incredible game. It's full of adventure and excitement. I'm always nervous. You can regen by hitting G and sitting on the ground. What other quick tips can we give you for your next adventure? You want to listen. You want to wear headphones. Wear headphones. You can hear people's footsteps. Now, I have had good encounters with people, and I have had bad encounters with people. I had someone throw a surgical kit on the ground and smack his weapon over and over, making this loud noise until I walked over and took it and healed myself. That was really cool. I've had someone act friendly. He did a little squat thing, kind of like a wave, and then all of a sudden he attacked. That wasn't as cool. So it goes both ways. I've had some awesome interactions. I really enjoy the PvP in the game. You don't start next to anybody. You have a lot of monsters you got to traverse through these dungeons before you can get to them. And if you're not sure yet, I say check it out. It's on Steam, it's free, and you can play through the dungeons and see what you think. So that was one last test. It's still doing the weird error, so we'll end here, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Really appreciate each of you. Have a great night, and stay safe out there. Peace.